Hey everyone! Welcome to Daily English, where stories inspire and help you improve your English. Today, we have an incredible story for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to click the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. Let's begin. This is the story of a girl named Lina. Lina lived in a small village far from the city. The village was quiet and surrounded by hills. Most people in the village only spoke one language, but Lina was different. She dreamed of learning many languages and traveling the world. But learning languages wasn't easy for Lina. Her family was poor. They couldn't buy books or pay for classes. The village school didn't teach foreign languages. People laughed at Lina's dream. They said, "Why do you need to learn other languages? Stay here and help your family." But Lina didn't give up. She smiled and said to herself, "One day, I will speak many languages and explore the world." And this is how Lina's journey began. One afternoon, Lina was walking home from school. She passed by a small shop. In the window, she saw an old English book. The cover was torn and the pages were yellow, but Lina's eyes lit up. She walked inside and asked the shopkeeper, "How much is this book?" The shopkeeper smiled and said, "It's very old. I'll sell it to you for just $1. Lina didn't have $1. She only had a few coins, but she wanted that book so badly. "Can I work here to earn it?" Lina asked politely. The shopkeeper was surprised but impressed. "All right," he said. "Clean the shelves and the book is yours." Lina worked hard. She cleaned every corner of the shop. By the end of the day, the shop was shining. The shopkeeper handed Lina the book. "Here you go. I hope this book takes you far." Lina held the book close to her heart. It was her very first English book, and this was the first step in her journey to learning languages. Every night, Lina sat near a small lamp in her room. She carefully turned the old, fragile pages of the English book. She whispered each word to herself, trying to copy the sounds. Lina didn't understand many words, but she didn't stop. She used a small notebook to write every new word she found. She drew pictures next to the words to help her remember them. Sometimes, her family would see her studying and say, "Lina, why are you wasting time on this?" Lina smiled and replied, "One day, these words will take me far." Days turned into weeks, and Lina slowly learned more words. She started reading simple sentences. Her confidence grew little by little. But Lina wanted to hear how real English sounded. She wished she could listen to someone speaking English. One evening, she heard a strange sound coming from her neighbor's house. It was a radio, and it was playing news in English. Lina quietly sat near the window, listening to the soft, crackling voice from the radio. She repeated the words in a low voice, practicing every sound. This became Lina's new secret. Every night she listened to the radio and practiced speaking English. Her dream was slowly becoming real. One day at school, Lina's teacher, Miss Zara, noticed her writing English words in her notebook. "Lina, where did you learn this?" Miss Zara asked, surprised. Lina shyly replied, "I taught myself. I read an old English book and listened to the radio." Miss Zara smiled warmly. "You have a bright mind, Lina. Wait here for a moment." Miss Zara went to the teacher's office and returned with a small package. "This is for you," she said, handing Lina a second-hand English dictionary. Lina's eyes widened with joy. "For me?" "Yes," Miss Zara nodded. "Keep learning. I believe in you." Lina hugged the dictionary tightly. Now, she could understand more words and improve faster. This was a turning point in Lina's journey. She now had the tools and support to continue chasing her dream. Lina's story inspired many young leaders around the world to start their own educational projects. Some opened libraries in their villages, while others created language clubs just like Lina did. Lina began mentoring these young leaders, sharing her experiences and guiding them to success. She launched the Global Youth Language Initiative, encouraging students worldwide to volunteer as language mentors. Thousands of volunteers joined, teaching languages to underprivileged children in remote areas. Lina's dream had become a powerful movement led by young, passionate educators. Lina's foundation collaborated with international schools to create exchange programs. Children from different countries visited each other's schools, learning about new cultures and languages. Lina often said, "When we speak each other's languages, we understand each other's hearts." These programs broke down cultural barriers and built lifelong friendships. Lina believed that language was the first step toward peace and unity in the world. Her efforts created a global network of students and teachers committed to spreading knowledge and kindness. Lina grew older. Her health began to decline, but her spirit remained strong. She spent her days visiting schools, encouraging children to chase their dreams. One day, she sat under the same tree where she had once taught village children. A little girl approached her and said, "I want to teach the world too." Lina smiled and whispered, "Then take the first step. The world is waiting for you." Lina passed away peacefully, leaving behind a world forever changed by her dream. The Lina Global Learning Foundation continued to grow, led by the students she once taught. Her story was shared for generations, reminding the world that one person's dream could inspire millions. And so, Lina's dream to teach the world lived on, forever lighting the path for future dreamers.